sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Titan football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Titans 21, Eagles 3. Jack Fox.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. It's a second down run with Sanders, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They go play action with Willis. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Pass complete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Willis. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake, here's Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Willis to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis finding Hardman here over the middle. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Edmonds is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Haskins is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Hardman on the return. On that punt, we've got a man shaking.
Mad 10 leaders released the sliders for M23.
The preseason, hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Willis. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their own 20-yard line. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Second down and another run with Edmonds.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Willis now off of play action. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Third down, it's Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. They find some open field here. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
second down. Here's an option right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the guard, David Edwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's the option. Running right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Tennessee offense set to go again. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear. The fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Edmonds. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. They'll turn to Sanders. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, certainly those are the they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. It's an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
They'll start with the option. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Willis's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's up into at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Completes it to Hardman. And he will have a Titans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turn.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Malik Willis keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Titans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Eagles offense back out getting set for this next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Robert Woods with career touchdown number 60. And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw again. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
He's going deep for ground. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What was that, Rob?
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
it.